All right. I'm gonna set this. Grab it.
letting us check that foot. Nervous horses will fight anesthesia, but on the same token, I don't want him to associate all this handling with pain. Good. Definitely takes much better yielding steps that way. Look at the tongue licking his lips. All very nice. Try to get him step forward here. Slack for the reward. Yield his hips. Much smaller steps, but I really like that effort. Alright, so my plan is to touch him all over. I'm going to start without a bag, and then I'm going to add the bag. If we could touch him all over his body without him freaking out with this, then our next step is going to be using a soft rope to pick up all his feet, work our hands down his shoulders, and then hopefully get his feet picking up. I really wouldn't expect to be able to pick up all 4 of his feet for a couple of days. So I'm just going to see if I can touch him with this. If he moves his feet, that's okay. I'm just going to try to keep, good boy. Just going to try to keep him facing me, not in a way that he's going to jump on top of me. Good boy. And then I'm going to take that pressure away because he was a good boy. Touch him on his side. Good. You're okay. That was a lot. So I take that pressure away. Dive in. Good. Take that pressure away. He wants to eat a bite of grass. I'm fine with that. Good. I always want to keep that front end facing me. And I know I can move those shoulders over if he tries to jump on top of me because we worked on that already. So I can move those shoulders. I say that and then he gets sticky feet. Boom. Move those shoulders. Boom. Good day. Right. Start trying to touch him again. So I've got my body language set up to where if he wants to go forward, he can go forward. I don't mind if he wants to run off. I'd rather him not kick out. I'd rather him not jump on top of me. Good. Approach and retreat. And the other side. Everybody's got a side they're a little better on. I always feel a little bit more coordinated on the left side, or the right side. So I'm getting reorganized on this side. Make sure I have good control here. Touch that shoulder. Make sure I can work my, see how I'm giving that direction. If he wants to move, he can move. Good. Reward with slack and pressure coming away. Deciding if I wanted to start underneath, go over the top. Oh. Oh. Nothing bad happening. Make sure I can move that front end. Boom. Good. Take that pressure away. As long as he stands there. Peaches, leave it. Good. So this is my more coordinated side. Good colt. not what he's doing. I hope he's really just going to be this easy for me. Tim had the other two going around his hands like little puppy dogs. Probably should have taken one of them. But that black coat he just really talked to me. I really like that black coat. And this guy, he's going to be something. Good baby. Push him just a little bit. When he stops moving, I'm going to take it away. Making sure he's not on top of me. as I harass his face. Try to get him to eat some grass for a minute. There's some really good grass out here. You're gonna eat the broadleaf. My husband's probably not gonna love the lunging hoofs around in the freshly seeded pasture. So. He's a nipper, so I gotta watch him when I'm hand feeding him a little bit. But I'm just gonna move his butt around a little bit again. Admittedly skipping the front end. Usually you'd start on the front end, but I want those back ends working, and I'm not even going to bother trying to pick up his front feet right now because he's going to have to shift all the weight of his front end onto that back foot if I'm going to be picking up his front feet. I don't want him to have to do that. I don't want to skip steps at all, but I do want him to feel better. So it's important that I can start handling those feet so I can wrap it, soak it, all the good stuff. I don't want him to think kicking works. So that's why, even though he's showing me he's uncomfortable, oops, sorry bud, I'm sticking with it. He's getting bit by these flies. Are you getting bit by flies? Nobody likes getting bit by flies. So when he's starting to pick up that back foot, I want to make sure I can move him to face me, and then I can send him that way with that front end. So, good baby. I wish it was all I was torturing you with today. A lot of work to do if we're going to pick up those feet, soak them, and do all that good stuff. He's doing pretty good at that. I'm just going to get him used to some waving stuff now. We decided on the name Outlaw for this guy. It took me a while to come to his name. I'm still not dead set on it. What I wanted something, you're thinking Renegade, maybe Outlaw. We had some different ideas. Morgan was a close one. Was thinking Morgan from The Walking Dead. He's kind of a bad to the bone kind of guy. See how tense that front end is? Good. I really want to make sure he doesn't jump on top of me. Make sure I can move this all around. If he doesn't do anything, that's a heck of a win. I love that he's licking his lips. I'm really trying not to tiptoe around these colts. those chutes that flip over. They did his feet, got put on a semi, went to Tennessee, and went to came to Kentucky. So he hasn't exactly had the most relaxing month. Now he's with this lady that won't stop harassing him. All he wants to do is just hang out and eat grass. Sorry, hitting him in the face. Good baby. That's scary, huh? Good baby. Standing still does not equal relaxed with this guy. That's one thing I'm noticing. And I'm wondering if I'm going to see him move his feet more once he's feeling better. Who knows if this is still recording? Don't you nip me. I can't tell if you think about grooming me or nipping me. I haven't been the nicest with my teeth until now. But that is a really itchy spot if I had to guess. I'm over here, bud. over behind the barn, bud, remember? Come here, sweetie. Come here, bud, I can't hear you. Bryson, I can't hear you. Come to the fence at the back of the barn. Good boy. Good boy. Both my kids are getting over this. Switch gears. Bryson, walk around the barn. What are you doing? Come to the back. Go to the gate. Wow, babe. Gonna touch him again. Normally I'd put him there. I really want him. Pull up all his feet. All that jazz. Yeah, you can, baby. Touch him up again, and then I'll quit him because my kids are losing their patience. He's being a good boy. He's letting me get away with some mistakes for being super rusty, like dropping my frame and just being so disorganized and how I'm holding stuff. So I appreciate that. And I obey. Alright, Outlaw. Good job. But make sure I can control that head, so I am going to pick up his head. Yep, that's why I want to control that head. Make sure to get them on top of me. Good job. Boy, are you touching my belly? He's like, I'm good with you touching my legs at this point. I'm good with you touching my front legs. We did all that. I'm good with everything. Let's see about that belly. Good baby. Alright. Wiggle it around. Pull over. And we're going to let that poor little dude quit right there. My kids aren't over this. Alright, alright. Come on, babe. One more step. And there's a time to graze, and there's a time to walk.